Hi, Assalamualaikum and good morning Dr. Marlena and my fellow friends. Today, our group would like to present about noun groups. Next, this is our group member for this presentation. In this presentation, we will explain about the definition of noun phrases. After that, we will talk about the analysis and finding, which is about the explanation about noun phrases based on article, and lastly, the conclusion or summary about the analysis. For the introduction, we are agreed to analyze Article 2. This article was written by Kaya Kang. The article is about a ship called Stroma that broke and landed in Istanbul harbor on 12 December 1941 with a lot of passengers on it. Next, the Turkish government suspect that there are Nazi agents on that ship since it came from Nazi land, Romania. The ship was supposed to land in Palestine, but due to engine problems, they can land at the destination. A few agencies tried to help people on that ship by sending them food and water. The government also need to find a solution about what they should do to the ship and the passenger on it, especially the children.
Hello, my name is Nur Shamimi Benti Afandi and I will explain about the definitions of noun phrases. A noun phrase is a small group of words which contains a noun along with modifying words for that noun. Noun phrases can vary in length and complexity, ranging from a simple noun to a more elaborate structure containing determiners, adjective, prepositional phrases, and other modifiers. Noun phrases can serve various grammatical functions within a sentence, such as subjects, objects, complements, or modifiers. They provide specific information about a person, place, thing, or idea and help convey meaning in a sentence. There are four elements of noun phrases, which are the head, the determiner, the predeterminers, and the post modifiers. The first one is the head. The head noun is the central and essential component of the noun group. It provides the main meaning of the group and determines its grammatical properties. The second one is the determiner. The determiner is a word that comes before the head noun and provides information about its reference or quantity. Determiners can indicate definiteness, for example, the, indefiniteness, for instance, a, and, quantity, some, many, or possessions, which are my, his, and so on. The third one is predeterminers. Predeterminers are words that come before the determiner in a noun group and provide additional detail or emphasis to the determiner. They further specify the quantity or quality of the noun. And the last one is post modifiers, also known as post-nominal modifiers or post-head modifiers, are elements that come after the head noun and modify or provide additional information about it. They can be adjective, prepositional phrases, relative clauses, or other noun phrases. Both predeterminers and post modifiers serve to enhance or further describe the noun group, offering more specific details, emphasize, or clarifications. They contribute to the overall meaning and context of the noun phrase by modifying the noun or adding additional information about it.
Hello, doctor. My name is Yang Yuanfeng, and this slide is about the fragment selection of the article we chose. And I chose three sentences as the example of my noun analysis. So here we go. Here is the three sentences I chose, which you can see in the slide. And the purple font in the sentence is the noun groups I marked. Now is about the syntactical construction of the noun group. The noun groups in the first sentence I choose is these Nazi agents hiding on the ship series. The determiners is this. The function of the determiner is to refer things in particular so that we can easily distinguish from the other. And the head is the series, which is the central concept of the noun group. And there one more is the pre-modifier. The pre-modifier is the Nazi agents hiding on the ship. The pro-modifier can add more descriptive detail for the head noun. And here is the second sentence. The noun group of the second sentence is the head of the colonial office in Britain. The determiner in the noun group is the. It is a definite article used to specify a particular thing. And the post-modifier is the colonial office in Britain. It can clearly refers to who is in charge and what kind of head it is. The head of the noun group is head, which is the central concept of the noun group. And here is the third sentence. The noun group of the third sentence is despite the strict orders of authority. And the determinant in this noun group is it is a definite article used to specify a particular thing. And the pre-modifier is strict. It describes the type of the orders and emphasis on strictness. And the head is orders. It is the main noun that the noun group revolves around. And the last one is post-modifier of authority. It specifies whose order are being referred to.
Hello, everyone. My name is Feng Xiaorui. It's my honor to be the speaker of this part. This is a paragraph I have chosen to introduce the noun groups. It is as follows. The whole paragraph revolves around the issue of children entering Pakistan. And the fragment selection is the Foreign Office responded to the decision with a telegram urging the embassy in Ankara to seek the Delhi. Please represent urgently to the Turkish government that they should enlist postpone action reported will the questions of admissions of children to Palestine is being considered, said the telegram. You should also take the opportunity of pressing for reconsideration of the Turkish decision regarding the transit of children. As I mentioned before, I have chosen the non-group sentence. So the first one is the Foreign Office responded to the decision with a telegram urging the embassy in Ankara to seek a Delhi. And the non-groups, as we mentioned in the sentence, the determiner is obviously the and foreign is a pre-modifier to describe office. It's obviously overhead in this sentence. And the next is with telegram urging is a post modifier. And so on with the is also the determiner. The embarrassing is head and the post modifier is to seek a daily. Okay, let's move on to syntax constructions. And the sentence I chosen before, as I mentioned, I have four parts of that in different colors. The green-blue one is determiner. Red one is pre-modifier. Purple one is hide. And totally, the blue one is post-modifier. Let's move on to the right side. Determiner examples of the word indicates that the noun group refers to spectacle strict orders rather than any random or general ones. Pre-modifier It makes sense foreign describes the specific nature of the address office is emphasized, and the matter arising in the following article are introduced. Head is obviously office and embassy. In the main noun that group revolves around and explain the connection and location of events. Series effect is strong. Post modifier is the last part of our sentence. It means telegram urging and delay. It expresses the medium through which the order was made and the direction in which things are going. The story was confirmed. Back to the noun groups. The second sentence is placed present arguing to the Kurdish government. Then they should enlist the postpone action reported with the question of admission of children to Palestine is being considered, said the telegram. Also in this non-group, we can say the determinant had and post modifier is not pre-modifier actually this sentence. Okay, I the first sentence, let's move on syntactical constructions. The left side is syntax 2, and I chose three parts from different colors. The green-blue color is determiner, purple color is hide, and blue color is post modifier. Determiner is definitely the word the indicates, and the non-group refers to spectacle strict orders rather than any random or general ones. Hide is from the three different worlds. Government and question, also telegram, is the main noun that the group and explain the source of the event and the response of the subject matter to be addressed it in the following narrative. The last part is post modifier. It's reported and admission of children to Palestine as the main narrative object of the subject to be described and supplemented by modifications. Okay, let's move on to third non-groups. The sentence example is a little bit short. It's just been one sentence, but the example is you should also take the opportunity of processing for reconsideration of the Turkish decision regarding the transit of children. And the gun group is hide, promodifier, postmodifier, and the last one is also hide. Okay, let's move on to the last part of the syntactical construction. As I mentioned before, I chose different colors to show different parts. Hide is purple, pre-modifier is red, and post-modifier is blue. The described first of the part is hide. You and children is obviously a group of humans. Is the main noun that the group and expression as long as the object performs a series of activities and other individuals describe the subject. Pre-modifier is opportunity of processing. It is descriptive key information that affects the direction of the story and the main mission action. Post modifier is Turkish decision. These decisions will have a certain impact on the later part of the main body, and there is a certain joint liability between the two. And the next part is conclusion part.
in a nutshell, we know that head is compulsory to use, but the other noun groups such as pre-modifier, post-modifier and determiner is not necessary to be included in the sentence. Thus, you need to know the structure of the sentence that you're going to write and decide whether do you need to add more information in the noun. Each of the noun element have their information that has to be precise and a specific meaning that has to be built. For that reason, the use of pre-modifier and post-modifier are very common. For example, in the earlier slide, the use of pre-modifier and post-modifier can be found in the sentence 6. The pre-modifier in the sentence 6 is the opportunity of pressing. In this sentence, it explains the descriptive key information that affect the direction of the story and the main mission action, which is the Turkish decision. In the bracket, it is post-modifier regarding the transits of children. In addition, I do like to state that the usage of noun group must not be confusing and too complicated in order to make right sentence in terms of its structure and grammatical order. Hence, I think that we need to know which noun group element can be used in the sentence. That's all from our group. Thank you for listening.